Hey everyone, today in the update we're going to look at the 2023.20 series of updates. These are undocumented changes that you won't find in the notes. So we're going to start with the cameras. All 9 of the cameras can now be seen from inside the car, so you can see what the car sees with these cameras. So let's take it in the car and we'll examine this.
Number 1.
So in the car, the first thing you're going to do to see these cameras is this. You go into the controls, your little car icon, you go to services, and then you see down here where it says, you scroll up, and we're looking for camera preview, okay, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 down, camera preview. Then you get a whole list when it comes on, so it takes about 20 seconds. And then you've got a whole list on the top. So you've got cabin, main, wide, narrow, left pillar, left fender, right pillar, move it along, right fender, rear view. So there's 9 cameras there. So let's have a look. This is the cabin, okay, so we can see now from the little camera up on top all about what's in the camera. If I look at the camera cabin light at the top, and that is just above your courtesy mirror, you can see I'm looking at it, you can see my eyes and everything going on. So that's the first one. Let's go to the right pillar, because this has not been seen before. So let's slide the window down, put my hand out, and here's the pillar. It's quite a good view. You can see what's going on there. Now we're going to go to the left pillar. So let's push the left pillar, and there's the left pillar. And that's working very well, and you can see from that it's quite a clear shot. Now we're going to go to the ones that you normally see are the fender ones. So when you're indicating your light, your indicators, you would see the right indicator going, which is this one. Which if I put that on, and if I open my hand out to the bottom, see that's where it is down there. Okay, so that's good. And the left fender, you can look at that one, which we normally see anyway, so it isn't unusual for us to see it. But what we can see is on this display, which is above the windscreen. Okay, so I'm going to now block the cameras individually so that we can see which one is which. So at the moment I've done the center one, which is the wide camera. The narrow camera will be the one, as you're facing the screen, the one on the right. So let's do that. And as you see, nicely blocked off. Then the main one, which is the one on the left of the 3 cameras. So on the left of the 3 cameras is the one we're going to look at. And there you go. So now you know which ones are all the cameras concerned with what you need to do.
Welcome again to Mal's Back Talking Tesla. My car's a 2019 Model 3, but this video is correct for all models and years of the Tesla, including yours. I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button and subscribe at any point if you find this video useful. Doing that will get you all the latest releases, and I can provide personal help with the features and enhancements if you get stuck.
Hello, I'm over here.
Right, let's move on.
Number 2.
If we go to navigation and now look at the navigation screen, if I type in postbox, you see where it says postbox London on my screen. If I type in on the right where it says 11 miles, it will now tell me it's closed, and it tells me temporary. So if I needed to go to that box and I drove all the way to London to do my posting, I wouldn't know that it was temporarily closed. I would just think, oh, I can do that. And it's the same with all of the post boxes or any of the things that are open. Another example of what would be open. If we go to the Postal Museum and we look at that, it tells you it's open until 5 and gives you the details. So they've made it very easy now for the navigation to give you extra details so you don't waste your journey. So that's been added.
Number 3.
Now what they've done now is, you know, on the scroll wheel here, if you hold it down, you see now you can have wipers. Before that wasn't available. The only way you could get your wipers to work was messy. You used to have to pull down the stalk, press the button here, then the wipers would come up and you could adjust this to go up and down the left or right to move the system, which is a lot of operations to do that. Now you can hold down the scroll wheel, you can go to the left and you can adjust. Here's your wipers. So we say yes, we go to the right, selected it, we turn it off onto auto, done. And so now all you need to do is press the button in, up comes the wipers, then you can just go 3, 2, 1, off. Much easier. So they've added that now to the main scroll wheel, which is great because we didn't have that before and it was a messy situation. So that's another great update that they've added to this system. But again, these are all undocumented. You don't know this, and that's why I'm telling you, because it's in the series 20. And to get all this to work, we're going to go further now to the app.
Number 4.
Because on the app now, you can control pin to drive on the app itself. So you don't no longer have to do it from the car, you can just put it on before someone gets in it. So if you lose your key fob, for instance, you can't find it and you're worried that someone could get in your car and drive it, you could then, with your phone, you could then put it on. So let's show you how easy this is to do. 2 controls, safety, there's your pin to drive, it's off at the moment. If I go to the phone, and in the app you now go to where it says security drivers, and if you look, you've now got pin to drive. If I put it on, it's now switched on over here, which means that once I lock the car up and I go out the door and come back, it will ask for the pin to drive option. And you can turn it off again from the app by just going there, it's off. And now it's on, and now it's asking me for the pin. So I could put the pin on.
Number 5.
Interesting, when you look at your Bluetooth on the app, Tesla used to have, when your Bluetooth was connected, it would be a load of rubbish figures, wouldn't mean anything. What Tesla have done now is they've made that better. So what they've done is it comes up with Tesla and the 6 digits of your VIN, the last 6 digits, like this. So now that's what you see as opposed to what you had before.
Number 6.
There is something else that's changed, and that is if we go to trips. Okay, say you want to find the odometers and you didn't know it was in trips. Come out of this, go here. I didn't know the odometers in trips. What you can do is if you type in here, odometer, and I hit trips, it will take you there. Okay, so what's happened, if you look now on the here, you've got duration 6 minutes, and before it was in kilowatts per hour. It still stays kilowatts per hour in trip A and trip B, but the current now shows you 6 minutes duration since I've started my car. So that puts that into perspective. So that's now been added. Well, you got, whether it be 2023.20. something or other, you will be able to have all these undocumented changes, which makes that very easy for you to see what you've got and enjoy. Well, I hope this has been useful to you. Remember to actually make sure that you hit that like bell and the normal subscription. That way you'll get my videos when they come up, the latest ones. If you want to get more of me and see what I'm doing in the weekdays, I've got my own radio program called On XLR Radio. You can get Alexa to say, play Alexa radio, and it will play it for you. You can have a request anytime you want at studio@melcan.co.uk, and I'm happy to play anything with you. The genres of music are through the decades, from early on 50s right up to the latest present day, and there's a contest going on every day that you might enjoy too. And take care, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, I'll be seeing you.